So last week we talked about how when you're pregnant, your energy level is basically non-existent. And my experience this past week has been that not only is my energy non-existent, it's affected my productivity. My productivity is pretty much down to like 20% of what it ordinarily is. And for someone who's constantly on the go, juggling various projects at the same time, have a full schedule, not being as productive has wreaked havoc to my emotional and mental health. So, what I've realized this week is that my drive has taken a beating. And I've been falling victim to many cognitive errors. And what cognitive errors are these mind traps that you get stuck in. They're negative thinking patterns that wreaks havoc on your emotional health. So, what I like to teach everyone is that your emotions don't just come from nowhere. When you want to feel something, you have to first have thoughts that precede that emotion. So, what does that mean? Let's say I ask you to be angry right this minute. Can you just be angry? No, of course not. Because in order to be angry, you have to have first have some angry experience or remind yourself of a time when you felt you were being treated unfairly. And when you experience that, then you feel angry. Now, this is no different than any other emotions, whether it's fear, fear, joy, um, worry, concerns, any emotions. In order to experience that emotion, you have to first have the preceding thoughts. So, what I had to do this week is be very, very mindful of those mind traps, those negative thinking patterns that I get stuck in because I beat myself up for not being as productive. And what I've had to accept is basically that I'm just not going to be as productive while I'm in this stage of pregnancy. That my energy level just won't be at that same level because all that energy is being diverted to my baby. So it's really important for you to learn about what cognitive distortions are. I know for myself, I was committing catastrophizing, jumping to conclusion, overgeneralization. And if you want to learn more about cognitive distortions, you can go on to Google and just type in cognitive distortions, and you will get a full list of what they are. And once you get that, identify it in your own thinking. Recognize when it does happen, and then check yourself. Compare your thoughts to see whether they represent reality accurately. And if they don't, then correct them so that your thought patterns are more in line with what's actually happening. And for me, that's recognizing and accepting that I simply don't have the energy that I used to have at this point in time. And that means that my productivity will just have to wait till later. Until next time, there's more to baby steps to a stressless